goes nothing. Glad to be out here. My sweet wife letting me come for a little time alone with the Lord and nature out here at Flatside Wilderness. Saturday night, January 3rd. Happy birthday, Mary Lynn. And here goes a good camp, we hope. Probably will be. And so, we'll let you know how things go as they go. Got to go get some wood cut for my fire tonight and get camping. I've been here actually quite a while now because I've been chopping, and there's 3 other logs like that. I cut down an enormous tree that was green, and so it'll burn a long time. But God, I got so tired I started feeling dizzy. Almost sick, like I was going to throw up. Anyway, way over there, I got that tree down. I cut it down all the way. And, gosh, my saw, which is way over there, had a screw missing, had a screw loose, like me. And, thought I was going to have to go home because I didn't have a saw, but I had my hatchet, and so I thought, well, I'll just try to make it on a hatchet. But then I kind of held the saw together with my finger as I tried to cut with it. Anyway, I'm tired, but my campsite's coming along, so. Water's not really moving, but there's some water, and it'll filter just fine. It's moving a little, but not much. I mean, the slightest bit. That's enough to give me filtered water. So I start at 2, and just now I'm finally ready to start everything. And it's 6. From 2 to 6, I've been working on that and that. Doesn't look like much, does it? But it's taking me 4 hours to get that bad boy. And so now I gotta get my fire going, and then eventually think about some food. But the Lord helped me to overcome. So I had decided to just go back home and call it a wash, because my saw didn't work right, because the little screw in it came off probably in the box back at home in the attic when I put it in there, probably. But so I thought, well, I don't have a saw and I need a saw. Anyway, with my axe and my half saw, my hatchet anyway, I overcame. The Lord helped me to not give up, and gotta get my pad, my bag, my pillow, have my clothes right by. Gotta get the, I needed that Gatorade for sure. Like my line here. Look at that. And a taut hitch. Yes. Man, so fun to rig up everything. Got my trucker's hitch. And supper. Tea and coffee, drinks, for tonight. Not supposed to rain. I gotta get a little bit of that in just a second. But that dirty water gets clean through that into my cup. Very fun. Time to just sit down and commune. Co-une. That's what I'm here for. Commune. Brother Lawrence, practicing the presence of God. All right. Very nice little fire. One spark from the ferro rod. Used my next door neighbor, my behind me neighbor, birch bark down there, and shaved a little fat wood that I harvested out here just on top of it, and one spark from the ferro rod, and it ignites. And you just put the little bitty toothpick width sticks on, but they got to be not broken up into little pieces so it can have lots of air to catch going up. Then your pinky size, then your thumb size, and then your big ones. Now it's a roaring fire. Didn't really angle those logs exactly right. Kind of perturbed about that. Hope my stakes, my poles that I drove in there stay. Had to make them pointy on the end and drive them with my hatchet. Got a little tea or something going. Guess I ought to check in. Get my bag over there with the starting to mist a little bit. So I put my backpack in the trash bag. But I have to fix my shelter pretty soon. Pretty fun. So bed is made, so at least I have a place to sleep. There's my extra thermals if I get cold, and my puffer if I get cold, and my hoodie if I get cold, and my under hoodie, and I'm just not wearing anything but a t-shirt because, well, probably because of that. So now I have a very difficult decision. Do I go with, I think I'm going to wait and save the coffee till morning. You might be thinking, Keurig? How in the world do you make a Keurig out here when you don't have a Keurig out here? Well, it's just a great light container to hold it in. And so the way to make coffee without a filter, it's very easy. Just put hot water, boiling water, and then you put it in the boiling water and you wait for a while, and then you pour cold water on the very top. It's not enough to make the water cold, but you pour water on the top, and then that makes all the grounds sink to the bottom. Well, I just have a great setup, to be honest. And, you know, it's misting. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see. See that? it's misting a little, which is why it's always good to have that. And that is under that. So I'll be good. My blessed tarp. So tea or coffee? It's a very difficult decision. You know, if that really works there, that's pretty ingenious if it actually works. I got the idea from this book called Woodcraft and Camping by a guy named Nessmuk, Nessmuk. Nessmuk, that one of those dudes I watch a lot who does bushcraft camping and stuff. He was talking about he read him a lot and learned a lot. So, of course, I had to get the book, and he teaches you how to make a fire like that, so it'll go all night long, and it'll burn slow because you get not dead wood, but live wood. Had to cut it with an axe because my saw didn't work. But not to worry. I was able to do it. Looks like a beaver. Rusty the beaver. Leave it to Beaver. Leave it to Rusty. Anyway, that chamomile is so good. So I'll get back to my reading. I need to eat, but I'm just not hungry. Here's my mallet I made out here. And I've used it quite a few times to split some of those things over there. To split the original, I can't see them, but the wood to put down to make it flat like a table to start my fire with. Broccoli cheddar. So good. It's got rice, but it's got a little bit of pasta too. My thermometer. That's such a great thing. That's a lot of water. Cut some of that off. I did. No stars. I gotta finish my broccoli cheddar. It's just so great being here. Well, I'm not all the way full, so I'm gonna finish. Just thought I'd take a look around. Just love it out here. Supposedly this is gonna work. I'll know in the morning. We hope so. Keep going. Look how wet the ground is. Because of the misty. Okay, well, good night. Well, that'll be interesting to see how that works. My wall. My friend Nesmic says all the critters are like company. They're friendly. I guess that's true. Unless you got like food or something right here. Wearing a coat of steaks. The log right there is a dead pine loaded with resin. It's like gasoline. And the forest floor is just loaded with those things. You don't have to cut them or anything, you just pull them, drag them over. There's numerous. Keep it going all night. Alright, well, signing off. Good night. Well, it's a great morning. A little too early. I didn't really want to get up. But I told my wife I would be there on time, so I had to get up at 7 to leave by 8 to be there by 10. And I'm having a good morning. So, got all my junk out of the pack, ready to pack up. And so I have my coffee and I'm some Pike's Place. It's really good. And the trick of pouring cold water on top after you've let it brew a little works, makes the grounds go down. And the best oatmeal is apple cinnamon for me. Not the maple sugar or any kind of else, but I like the little apples, freeze-dried apples. They perk up just right, and I love it. So, guess we'll get going on our morning, and a fine morning it is. A fine morning it is. Not flowing super fast, but just barely trickle. But enough to get some agua. Well, let's finish and wrap it up and head home. Thank you, Lord, for being with me, for making it nice out here. Enjoying every little bit. So wonderful. A paradise. A garden. Well, time to go, and I cleaned it up a little bit anyway. That'll get rained on, and the leaves will blow, and you won't be able to tell too much. But it sure is a good spot. Alright, signing off. January 4th, 2026. Yep, time to go back. Thank you, Lord.